Well, Libby, just a goal separated these teams in the last contest where Cherry Creek came out on top 3-2, and Cherry Creek's top scorer, Hunter Feeweger, was responsible for 2 of those 3 goals. Because it was such a close game last time, it's going to come down to power plays for these two teams this afternoon. When these two teams met in on January 3rd, Creek went 1 for 6 on the extra man advantages, while Regis was 1 for 8. All that time in the penalty box for Creek gave Regis 36 penalty minutes on the power play, which is over 2 periods in these 51-minute high school games. One thing that's going to have to come up big is goaltending in the form of Dylan Romanow, who's going to have to come. Libby, tonight's first key of the game is taking advantage of the power play. Cherry Creek averages 12% on the power play. That is 6 out of 50 on the season. So if they can take advantage of those, especially against this tough Regis team, it's going to put them out on top. The next thing is going to be staying out of the penalty box. The last 2 times these two teams played, 2 players on Cherry Creek had 10-minute misconduct penalties. You just can't let that happen because Regis is going to take advantage of those power plays. The last thing, defense and goaltending. Cherry Creek goaltender Lucas Banks is out tonight with injury, so Dylan Romanov is going to have to come up big for the Bruins along with the Cherry Creek defense. So here we are. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Benjamin Paris alongside Libby Schweitzer for today's Cherry Creek hockey matchup against the Regis Jesuit Raiders. Now, starting time for Cherry Creek Bruins will be number 22, Riley Humpbond, number 19, David Kurlchuk, number 17, Hunter Feeweger, and on defense, number 12, Ben Powell, and number 18, Eugene Rewe. So, Libby, Cherry Creek is coming off of the overtime loss last night, and Regis Jesuit is coming off of a very dominant 8-4 win over Mountain Vista. 8 goals. What can you say about that?
8 goals is a lot for a hockey game, Ben, and goals don't happen often in games, so 8 in one game shows just how dominant.
So that one's dumped in. Romanow will get it behind his own net. As Powell tried to clear that one, Regis will keep it in. Puck here on the near side up to the point, and a shot is in the glove of Romanow. So, Libby, in the first period this season, Cherry Creek is outscored by their opponents 7-4. So they got to set the pace here tonight.
They definitely do.
So that draw one. And Ben Powell has it now behind his own net. We'll begin the breakout. Now want to go out, sent into the Regis zone. Now set bound, but Cherry Creek gets it back in the neutral zone. That pass misses Cherry Creek. Sent down, icing waved off. And now Regis has to clear the puck of their own. It's another turnover there. Cherry Creek has in the neutral zone. Riley Humpon has the puck. As Cherry Creek going to go for some changes. He'll get off the ice, but that pass intercepted in the neutral zone and dumped back in before Regis goes for some changes. So Powell begins the breakout once again. That shot saved by Romanow. So that draw won by Regis. So that puck never made it to the net from the point. It was to Cherry Creek. So what do you think their mindset is here tonight?
I think their only mindset is to beat Creek, and they're coming off a big win last night, and Creek is coming off a loss, so I think their mindset is to just dominate Creek.
It's a race to the puck in the Regis zone. This one bouncing in the neutral zone. Sent through as Flay tries to get possession, as he does. And Cherry Creek can't clear that one. It is stuck in their zone. And it is still in their zone after it hits a Regis skate. That one tipped down and back into the Regis zone. But it looks like that Regis has had most of the control so far. That shot at a toe drag in the slot, but tipped up by Cherry Creek. Another shot blocked out in front. And Kurlchuk is going to clear it back out. Humpon sends it into the far side corner. Top line back out for the Bruins. Both these teams so far having their fair share of issues clearing the puck as that one sent down for icing. 14:07 left here in period number 1, and we are still tied at 0. Cherry Creek yet to register a shot on goal. So we're approaching 3 minutes into this contest. And Kurlchuk wins that draw shot. Blocked by a Regis defenseman, believe it was Kai Oneku. Still bring it in. He'll just going to go behind the net. Freeberg going to try to clear that one. Still can't clear. Kept in at the point. Sargent has it back behind the Regis net. Shot on. Blocked down in front. Another shot. Saved by Romanow.
We're seeing a lot of shots here from Regis, not a lot from Creek. They need to get it down on the Regis side.
Oh, shit. So that draw won by the Bruins. So they do clear that one. Nelson has it in the neutral zone. Tries to find Berkey on the near side. And that one called offsides. So we're approaching 13 minutes left in the first. Cherry Creek still doesn't have a shot on goal. Not much time on attack in the Regis zone as well. So Regis going to clear this one. They do. Puck loose in the neutral zone. Cherry Creek gets it back. So we have some collisions there on the far side. That puck intercepted by Cherry Creek. It's Gavin Berkey. Regis quickly pokes it off his stick and gets it back. The puck took a weird bounce there. But Cherry Creek gets it back as Regis is going for some changes as they'll dump in once again. And saved. How are we feeling? No shots on goal so far. Cherry Creek, a team at that averages 28 shots on goals a game. Yet to have one here tonight.
They're just off to a slow start, but I think they'll pick it up.
So Cherry Creek on another clearing attempt. So Regis will dump it in way high behind the Cherry Creek net. And it's going to be Powell. And knocked down by Regis in the neutral zone. Dump back in once again, and Regis has just been dumping the puck back in, making Cherry Creek break it out time and time again. Oh, that puck out in front. Puck was loose in the blue paint. Another shot saved. To find his winger, will just dump it in behind the net. And that one blocked out in front. Puck at the far side half board. Another dump out chance, but Cherry Creek keeps it in. And Regis now coming through the neutral zone. Making some moves, but after it's poked off his stick, Cherry Creek gets it back. Ooh. Nice move there from Cherry Creek as Regis going for some changes. Cherry Creek dumps that one out. They get that puck. It's Krolchuk on the near side in the corner. Puts a Regis man on his bottom, but they get it back and they clear. Eugene Riwi gets knocked over for the Bruins. That pass looking for Feeweeger, misses. So he has to get back on side. And here comes Regis again. They got a 3-on-2. Gets around a guy. Shot on. Save. It's back behind the net. Ben Powell pinned by two Regis defensemen trying to get the puck back for Cherry Creek, and they do. Regis still has possession. But now Riwi will get it. Still trying to clear. We now have 5 guys trying to get the puck there. Ref's looking for the puck, and now it's loose. Ben Powell here dumps it out once again as Regis get to change up their defenseman. So that draw won by Cherry Creek. That one wide of the Regis net. Another dump in by Creek. But Powell tries to get that one back in the neutral zone. Regis gets it. And Powell gets it back behind, Flay rather, gets it back behind his own net. And that went off the skate. Cherry Creek and Regis will get it back as all 5 players will go to the Bruins bench. That one's dumped in now. Jason Brodsky gets that one out. Good move there. Tried to go for a toe drag. Regis defended it well. And it's a race to the puck on the far side now. So Regis will flip it out. Approaching 7 minutes left here in period number 1. Still no score here at Family Sports. And a shot from Regis goes over the Cherry Creek net. And taken back away. Bruins have a 2-on-2 coming back the other way. Gets around his man and behind the net before Regis just gets it back and forces those two to go for a change. So Ben Powell get all the right Bruins on the ice and set it up. So that pass missed Hump on. But Kurlchuk has it, tries to find him once again, intercepted by Regis. Dump back into the Cherry Creek zone. That pass goes wide and saved by Romanow. 8 to give Cherry Creek the 4-3 loss. What are they trying to do here today, Libby?
An overtime loss that early into the overtime is pretty, I would imagine they feel pretty defeated. So I think today they're just going to try to put the pressure on Regis and try to score more during regulation.
And another save by Romanow. Something that we might need to think about is anytime these two school plays, and the last time that it wasn't hockey, we had basketball where Cherry Creek won in overtime. Before that, it was lacrosse in the spring. Cherry Creek wins in overtime. So anytime these two schools get together, what do you think the mentality is? Because these two schools really, there's some emotion between them.
Yeah, Cherry Creek versus Regis is always super competitive, and in every sport it's fun to watch. I think that all of our players play with a lot of heart when we play against Regis, and we always just want to beat Regis.
That dump out of 10. Tipped back in by Regis. They have to get back on side, but they try to chase it, dump it in once again. It's Aiden Tucker on the chase. Loose in the neutral zone once again. Really, it's just been the story of getting the puck in the neutral zone, dumping it in, and the other team breaking it out, and then doing the same thing on your side. Cherry Creek wins that one. It's a race for the puck. There's a little bit of a tie-up, but it looked like that Cherry Creek almost had a breakaway. Now it's back up to Regis. Inside of 3 minutes, still no score. So that shot saved. That will be Cherry Creek's first shot on goal of the game. Off the stick of Romanow. That's going to be looking in the right direction. It's going to take a slap shot, and it's saved. 21.6 left in period number 1. Scoreless. They're winning. They're just
not quite getting their shots on goal. In this second period.
Connecting passes, definitely. I feel like most of the passes were being missed. Not connecting. I think by both teams there was a lot of no passes were being connected. That's why
This one in, Regis get it. He's going to go to his knees, try to find a pass into the slot. He can't. So Cherry pack that pass, just can't be defenseman at the least. And the referee's arm is up. Looks like we're going to have our first penalty of the game, and I think it's going to be Regis for a high stick. To the point. That one blocked and kept him by Cherry Creek's shot. Doesn't get all of it. Now they're going to dump that one in. That pass missed. That shot. Score! Of the Bruins. And it's another breakaway now for the Bruins as he's tipped off the puck. And Cherry Creek gets it back. Caught in a change. Shot, save, rebound in the slot. It's tipped out and the net is going to come off. So the play's battle for the puck in the near side half board. He lost that puck in his skates. And that Regis pass goes all the way back in to the point, so they'll have to dump it back in. So now the Bruins have it back behind the net. And they will begin the breakout by Romanow, and it keeps Regis scoreless inside of 10 minutes here in period number 2. Regis has more than double the shots by Cherry Creek, but all that really matters is that Cherry Creek has one more goal. So we'll drop the puck once again, this time with 9:18 left in the period. Again. I don't know about you, it looks to me the passes are being hit, just not controlled. So maybe they're just coming in a little bit too hot.
Yeah, I agree, but I think that this period they're connecting more passes than they had last period, which is allowing them to keep the puck.
Brent Schuler played last night in the losing effort to Castleview. So another face-off win for the Bruins. They're coming back the other way, and they're coming fast. They got a 3-on-2. Go on the near side, quick stop thing on the power play. Regis going to have a chance of their own, and it was at this point, and the last time teams two match, Cherry Creek once again, they both had one power play goal on 8 chances for Regis, 6 chances for Cherry Creek. So let's see. So Regis now back in the Cherry Creek zone. Going to go behind the net and send it back up to the point. Shot is blocked out of front, never made it to the net. And time winding down, approaching 30 seconds left on the Regis power play. Almost, we got 5:10 left in the period. And that one cleared once again with 25 seconds remaining on the Regis power play. And it's Cherry Creek on the breakout now. So they'll tip it off the boards and go down to the Regis end. Icing will be called. Clear as it hit another Creek player on the attempt. And they do clear that one as we're approaching now 3 minutes left in period. Probably not a good stat, but he's leading the teams in penalty. That will be his 17th penalty of the season. He'll be serving penalty minutes number 41 and 42. So power play for Regis. 2:41 left. Will end there. And we now have 2:12 left in the period. Left on the Raider power play. And it's back behind, sent and clear. And Cherry Creek clears it once again. 25 seconds left on the power play. Defense looking good for Cherry Creek. As we talked about, shot tipped by Cherry Creek, never made it to the net. 6 seconds left now. Cherry Creek's gonna clear that one out, and that brings us to the end of period number 2. So after 2 here on the Cherry Creek Sports Network, the Cherry Creek Bruins lead 1-0 over the Regis Jesuit.
more shots.
Don Michelotti, our statistician tonight, providing us with that. We're going to call those approximations, though. So, puck is dropped in period 3. Bruins have the puck. Trying to finish this one out with the 1-goal lead. It is 1-0. 2 penalties on the Bruins so far, 1 on Regis. So here we go. That one set up to the point for Regis. Shot on in the glove of Romanow. He's played outstanding tonight.
Good defense all 3 periods.
Can't bury it. And it remains 1-0. That puck was that close to being in the net, Libby.
They've had a couple close shots, Ben, but they've just all been saved.
And offsides will be called. That was probably the closest call of the night.
It really was.
Romanow coming out with all of the big saves.
Some lucky ones, too, I would say.
Definitely. So Regis can't kill that one. And the Bruins going to try to get it back. On tip down for Humban. The Regis gets it back in their own zones. We're approaching 15 minutes. That one's sent into the neutral zone. It's going to be a breakaway. He comes out, he dives. People going flying. All I know is the puck is not in the back of the net. But he goes for the flying poke check. That did not look fun if I'm on the Regis side of that. Regis will dump back in as we've seen it all night. Oh, big hit there. Oh, penalty going to be called. That did not look good. I believe it's Jason Brodsky that got hit. And Cherry Creek is going to go on another power play here, 14:03 left in the period. Now the refs are congregating, I think, to decide what the length of this power play will be. Looked to be a high hit, and if you are a hockey fan, you saw that happen to Giannis Donskoy earlier in the week for the Colorado Avalanche. And the referees have decided
5 minutes.
they got a 5-minute penalty.
Wow.
So big time coming up now for the Avalanche. Excuse me, the Cherry Creek Bruins.
There you go.
But a 5-minute major penalty goes up on the board. Dumped down, big time coming up now for the Cherry Creek Bruins. And of course, with these officials and with all of high school hockeys, they do not hesitate to give out 5-minute penalties. You don't like to say it, but they are quite common because any high hit, that's a no-no here. And the men and women at CHSAA have established that. And of course, at USA Hockey. 13-18 left in this third period. And the Bruins on the power play. It's going to go down Nelson. Sends it back up to the point. Bounces over the stick of Riwi. But the puck is in the neutral zone. Cherry Creek dumps it in and will now go for the chase. Curl chuck and hump ball meet him there. Big hit there. And now a penalty on the Cherry Creek side of things is coming. Let's see, on 4-on-4, there's more space on the ice, so look to see if Cherry Creek can complete some more passes. As the dump out, it's Humbon. He can't get his own pass off the boards. That one's sent across, back on the top of the point. Shot in the glove of Romanow once again. He was putting on a clinic tonight. Looking at upwards of 31 shots, and that is 31 saves from Romanow. And Cherry Creek's going to send that one down. It's going to be icing. 12 minutes left here in period number 3. Got some 4-on-4 hockey here at the Family Sports Center. And that one's sent all the way down. And now just 10 seconds left on that penalty. And Cherokee going to try to get it into their zone as they're going to go back on the power play. Another good kill on the 4-on-4. And it looks like we're going to get a holding penalty on the Bruins. So we're going to go back to 4-on-4. Then Regis will have a power play for right around 30 seconds. So here's all these penalties that we did not see in the first 2 periods. And now it looks like that they're all building up now. There's 10:35 left of the period. We're going to go back to more 4-on-4 hockey. So Cherry Creek gets a major penalty, then commits 2 of their own. So back to 4-on-4. Cherry Creek gonna send that one out. Icing waved off. Send it back up to the point. Shot blockered away. And a hit there behind the Regis net. Cherry Creek Bruins. Shot blockered away. And Regis going to get the extra skater out there, so delayed penalty on the Bruins. And it looks like it's going to be a 5-on-3 penalty for 27 seconds. And then after that, it's going to be another Regis power play. So a lot of man-up time coming up. And believe Regis called timeout. So we're going to take one as well. We'll be right back on the Cherry Creek Sports Network. Benjamin Paris, Libby. And Cherry Creek kills the 5-on-3, so Regis back to a 5-on-4. Shot is in the back of the net, and Regis will score on the power play. Okay. So Regis Jesuit scores, and we have a 1-1 hockey game here with 8:22 left. You knew it was just a matter of time before they put one in with all those penalties against the Bruins.
This is going to get aggressive. We've already seen it here in the third period. So many penalties, more than we've seen combined in the first and second. So they're really going to fight it out, battle it out this last couple of minutes in this game.
So the final 8 minutes and 22 seconds of regulation coming up on the Cherry Creek Sports Network. And you got to wonder what head coach Jeff Melanicki's telling the boys on the bench, besides stay out of the box for the rest of the game. 1-1 here in the third. Looks like he's had 33 saves. So 32 out of 33. Sent that one down. So still a 97% save percentage, which better than the other two goalies. Other two obviously have played more games. It's his first of the season, but Lucas Banks, of course, leads the team with a .910 save percentage. 7:28 left. Shot on goal, saved. As Regis is bringing it back the other way, Bruins take it away in the neutral zone. And looks like things are getting more physical here in period 3. As that one's set down, icing called. 7:05 left here. We saw overtime last night, quite possibly that we see it again here tonight. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. In order to jump even farther.
I did not see any reason for a penalty to be called for that. I wish we could replay that.
Coach Mel very upset with that call. I mean, it looked like he dived. And they're still telling their reasoning of the call over there on the Cherry Creek bench. Looks like that there's 2 Bruins in the box. There's only 1 penalty. Someone must have gotten a misconduct or something like that. Don't remember seeing that. Hat save by Romanow. Cross into the far side circle. Do we take him behind the Cherry Creek net? And this time cleared by Cherry Creek by Ben Powell. So we're approaching halfway through this Regis penalty. 5:22 left on the game clock. Shot wide. And another clear by the Bruins, doing a great job killing off this Regis penalty after the tripping call. As Cherry Creek looking to get the puck in the Regis zone. Said they're going to take it out to kill some more time. Very smart play there by Cherry Creek. As the defensemen are going to pass it back and forth, and now they go for the clear. But Regis has a chance now. The defenseman slips, and that shot goes way high over the net. After Regis has a big chance to make it a 2-1 game. Bufflet comes away with the puck. He finds Hunt Bond, who just can't control it. Looking for a pass in the slot. Can't connect. 3:35 left here in the period. Time ticking away in time period number 3. As Regis getting it back, both teams having great opportunities. But icing will be called. Offensive zone faceoff coming up for the Bruins. 3:17 left. Keeps it a 1-1 game inside of 3 minutes now. So here we go with 2:52. We're tied 1-1 after Regis tied on the power play earlier in the period. Cherry Creek's going to switch their personnel as the puck is tied up. Just gets outside of the zone, but they're going to quickly take it back in after they get all the right personnel. Shot on, saved by Bussy, and it will be covered up inside of 2 minutes here on CCSN. One-to-one hockey. Bruins catching up in shots, but not by much. Regis has less than double them now. As this one's sent all the way back. Luke Flay with the puck behind the Cherry Creek net. Regis heavily forechecking the Bruins and the Raiders. And a big hit there. That gets everyone to stand up here on the Regis sides of things. That was a absolutely huge hit. I'm going to assume that's going to be a 5-minute major. And that will send him to the box. Believe it is Aiden Tucker. And it's going to be a 5-minute major. So we have 1 minute left. And shall we get past that 1 minute, Bruins are going to have a hard time in overtime. And that is just an undisciplined play right there. So 60 seconds left. And Regis will win the draw. 5-on-4 for the next 5 minutes if we shall play that long. So Regis has it at the point, back to the far side. And the near dot, shot over the net. So we're approaching 30 seconds left in regulation. The drop pass, shot, saved, it's loose. It's a save by Romanow. 20 seconds now left here in regulations as Cherry Creek sends it down the length of the ice. And getting tripped up there, getting some screams from the Cherry Creek bench. 10 seconds now left in regulation. Cherry Creek gets it back, will clear it down the length of the ice. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That brings us to the end of regulation here on the Cherry Creek Sports Network. We are heading to overtime between the Bruins and the Raiders. A 5-minute overtime. Back with you now at the start of overtime. Will be a trip on Regis Jesuit. So we're going to 4-on-4 hockey. Now that you really like to see.
You love to see it.
So we have 4-on-4 hockey coming up. It will be 2 minutes of that and 4-on-4 until Regis would go back on a power play because of that major penalty that occurred with 60 seconds left in regulation. And that will be called for icing. Come away and get it out. So now we have a shot, saved, rebound out in front. No Bruins home. 47 seconds left on the 4-on-4. After Riley got the puck back for just a second, but Regis gets it back and dumps it in. 35 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Regis was all over the Cherry Creek player there. Back up to the point. But Luke Flay will get it back for the Bruins. So we have 15 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4. Bruins going to want to get it to the other side of the ice. Icing. And that pass tipped and cleared by Cherry Creek. Krolchuk just couldn't get through, but he did a good job passing that. Now he has to focus on getting back. So we have 1 second left on the power play. Shot on, gloved away by Romanow. 1 minute left of the period. That shot goes wide, and then it is covered by Romanow. But Cherry Creek kills that 5-minute penalty with some help of Regis getting a penalty and some 4-on-4 time. But we're in the final minute of overtime, and it's all going to come down to this.
Timeout, Cherry
And
Creek.
Cherry Creek will take their timeout with 56.6 left in overtime. We'll be right back. So a great effort by Cherry Creek Network. That one draw by Cherry Creek. They're going to send it all the way down. But it was on target, so not icing called. Instead, we'll have 50 seconds left. Regis will win that draw. And just try to dump it in. Cherry Creek with the puck in the neutral zone. And we have a tie up right in front of us on the near side. 33 seconds, 32 and now 30 left here at Family Sports Center. And Regis is going to get that puck after the neutral zone turnover. 20 seconds left. Now Cherry Creek's going to have it. Shot saved by Bussy. 10 seconds left. Cherry Creek has in the offensive zone. Shot, looking for it to be in the slot. Cherry Creek gets it, 1 second left. earlier on in the season. But that will bring us to the end of the broadcast. For Libby Schweitzer, I'm Benjamin Parrish. Thank you for joining us on the Cherry Creek Sports Network, and we'll see you next time.